Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome to my channel. Today I have two special cards for you that are Craft Roulette cards. Now, was for a submission, and the other one's for Mr. Producer, a special birthday card. Okay, so I'm starting with one that I made for a submission. This was for the week that Gina K and Rena were on for the Mother's Day month, which was such a fun series that Mary did with crafters and their daughters, and it was lots of fun. So the parameters for this one were an A2 card, baseball colors, numbers, and a charm. I loved those parameters. I mean, the A2, I could take or leave, to be honest. I do really like making a 5x7 card. But, I mean, easy peasy, great parameters. So I took the numbers paper and ephemera from Uniquely Creative. This is their Industrial Grunge collection. And then I'm using this PM Artist Studios Sumi Marks stencil. I thought that it really looked like baseball stitches. If I had to do it again, I might have made those red, but I did make them white. I didn't want them to stand out too much. I really liked that one pop of red. So my colors are like for an aged baseball, one that's been thrown a lot. So not real stark white, and then a pop of red for the red stitching. And then the numbers is quite obvious. And then I used the steampunk wheel, which is also from Uniquely Creative. And I love this pack of charms that they have, these metal embellishments, because they come in all different types of metal finishes. And I thought that was brilliant. And they come in different sizes, and it was just a really cool pack. I've used it quite a bit since they sent it to me. I'm using some Tim Holtz People, and just making a pretty simple card, really, but I do love it. I love the way it came together. And I actually ended up including this card in my package for Mr. Producer because I thought maybe it was a card that he could use to give to a friend or something. So I ended up passing this along to him, but I did really enjoy making it and just loved having a go at some baseball colors. I think the number and charm is just super easy, and then a lot of card makers make A2. So great parameters, really good ones. I had some other things I'd been getting together to send Mary, and so I included this and the next card that I'm making in the package for Mr. Producer for his birthday. His birthday was in May. And if you didn't know it, so Craft Roulette is every Friday night, but the Who Done It show is on Tuesdays, and Mary does a mail call. So you can always send her cards or whatever you like. I decided to do the inside with some of my photo corners, and I wanted to age them a little bit, knock them back. I didn't want that real bright red because obviously I want it to be coordinated between the front and the back of the card. So I just used some brown distress ink and distressed those red photo corners. These are actual photo corners that I buy in a variety pack on Amazon, and they come in all different colors, which is kind of fun. So it totally worked in this circumstance with the red and the white, and then again with distressing it to give it that vintage look. So there is that, and they are stickers, so I'm just going to stick these down. I'm not going to need any glue. And then that is simply that card. Very easy, very fast. I actually made this while I was watching the show. Now, this is his birthday card, And I made this A9. A9 is a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper scored at 5.5. That's it. You don't cut it at all. It's a nice big card. I absolutely love making these cards. And plenty of real estate. Lots and lots of real estate. So I used this Vintage Circus printable from Bontique Vintage Designs, and I'll leave that down below. And then I went to my printer and just made my own sentiment. I mean, this is just a custom birthday card for Mr. Producer. But I also grabbed a hand that's like snapping. He makes Craft Roulette so amazing for all of us to enjoy. You know, all the design work that he puts into their website for members and non-members. The work that he does in producing the show is incredible. I think we all wish we had a Mr. Producer in our lives, so he really deserves something special. And I have a feeling he'll appreciate this card. I know, like, this card may not be what everybody would want, but I believe that he will get it. So went to my collage book and I pulled out lots of images. I wanted some vintage technology, like recording devices and things like that. I had to get the ladies flying over. Those are crafty bombs, y'all. Dropping crafty bombs on all of us. And I just had so much fun creating this card. It was an absolute blast for me. If you're wondering where the television came from, that is a Craft Roulette inspired and branded die from Trinity Stamps. So if you love Craft Roulette and you didn't know, Trinity Stamps has Craft Roulette themed and inspired stamps and dies. They also have a book, which I've shown you guys. It's an organizer for our Friday nights and our ideas. But yeah, when I ordered the book, I also ordered this die set. I just had to grab this vintage TV. It is so much like the one that I blew up with my drink when I was a kid, accidentally. We've talked about that here before. Anyways, yeah, so this is actually a Craft Roulette die. I just did it in this gray, and I die cut it all out of gray and then used my black marker to make and color the things black that I wanted, but mostly I just kept it kind of gray. And I went to my printer, and at first I was thinking, which you guys will see, I was thinking I'll just put like happy birthday in the TV screen and like a play button and kind of make a take on like the silver YouTube play button where, you know, you get 100,000 subscribers and you get a plaque, that whole thing. I was kind of going to make a play off of that, but I decided I can make it so much better than that if I add Cool Mary, because she's just the bomb. So, I end up not going with the birthday look and I go with the Cool Mary look instead. I had to add a lot of Craft Roulette details to this card to, you know, represent. So the lady up on the left, well, that is Mary, of course. And then this group of ladies, I think, is the Chatterbox. And so, of course, we've got some dudes who craft too. And, you know, I don't mean to leave them out, but I just thought that these were so perfect because, yes, this card is crazy. But, you know, Mary started it. I'm just going to say it. She's the one that started it. She started it first. And we are so happy to go along for the ride, aren't we? So I just add little quirky details like, hi, I'm Mary Fun Gun. And I do label the chatterbox, and I'm going to end up adding a Mr. Mike to this card. There is going to be the craft police. It's all. Well, I can't say that I have it all in here, but I certainly added the quintessential craft roulette things, at least some of them. I couldn't do them all. But, I had so much fun putting this all together. And you may be wondering, like, okay, well, where is she going to write a message to Mr. Producer? And that is what the very back panel, that's how I used the very back panel of the card, is I wrote my message in there. So, I just thought it would be really fun to kind of have a play with the front of the card and then a very detailed collaged card on the inside. And so the message went on the back. So here's where I'm going to label the little chatterbox. Now, of course, there's a special guest, right? And I think I wanted to represent the special guest with the little like scream icon guy, because I think anytime that you first get the parameters, and that's kind of the way we might feel inside some weeks more so than others, is you're just like, okay, what am I going to do now? And I'm on TV or, YouTube. This is live. What am I going to do with all these parameters? So that's why I put that guy in there. Now, here's the piece that I was like originally play on the silver button, which wasn't going to work for me. But I went and did a screen grab of Cool Mary, and I just trim this out to size to fit into our little television. And all is well in the world. Now, I didn't measure the inside of the TV. I was just eyeballing things, but I kind of work with documents enough that I'm at ease doing that. It's from years of card making. I don't know what to tell you, and working with documents all the time and printables. I think one of the things I really admire about Mr. Producer is he has such an incredible work ethic, and it shows in his design. He just keeps elevating and elevating, and you can tell that he's not the type of person to be like, that's good enough. He's more the kind of person who's like, actually, I think we can make it better, and I'm going to figure out how. And to me, he just has like that Olympic gold medalist kind of work mentality, and we all get to benefit from it as crafters, and it's really a gift. Otherwise you just get wacky people like me who just, go with the flow in the moment, make it what it is, and move on. But he's very, very special, and what he brings to our community is really special. So I kind of had to put him crossing that finish line. And of course, it's Team Orange, it's Team Purple, it's both. He's kind of, the most non-partial, diplomatic part of the process. I think we can all appreciate that. And the dial on the television goes to 11 because he takes it to 11. So here's the front, and here is the inside of the card. I had so much fun. There's Mr. Mike, and we do have the crafty police. I have them represented with a car and a hat down there. It's the car, and the hat is on top of the TV. I hope you enjoyed this. If you're as big of a fan as I am, you probably did. But these are 2 cards that I made for Craft Roulette. and I had an absolute blast. Definitely go check out the show if you've never seen it before. It's just whole lot of fun on Friday nights. All right, see you later. Bye.